So this is our pool before. 20 years of wear and tears, black allergies, the plaster getting out with holes. It was not good. So in this video, I'm going to show you the replastering of the pool step by step, how it went, and how we had to fix some issues afterwards. But let's start here with day one. Day one is pretty much emptying the pool and prepping it. And here, prepping it, actually, look at this. You see the plaster, you see the issue on the plaster here on that picture. And also the black allergies over there. They were everywhere around the pool. But yeah, day one, they emptied the pool and they prepared. We asked them to clean the tiles because it's been 20 years with the water. There was a water line on the tiles, so they actually cleaned it pretty well. You barely see the line. So they also made sure it was very clean between the tiles and the existing plaster, because the next day is going to be demo day. So here it was really prepping, emptying it, cleaning it, and getting it ready for demo day, day number 2. So day number 2, we still had the same 2-guy crew that took out the plaster at the pool. So here you see the bottom without the plaster. And while they were doing it, we had the fun exercise of choosing the color we wanted for our plaster. So a lot of shades. We finally decided for this one, which is kind of gray bluish, and it's called Tropics Blue. It looks a bit darker once it's wet. Look at this. Pretty cool, no? And now is the big day, day number 3. That is when they lay down the plaster. So we had a crew of 8, and they started pretty early in the morning, 6:30, finished around noon. It's Texas heat, full summer, very hot. That's why people start early. And the process here, they started with the tiles, as you can see here, while one crew member was mixing all the plaster on the street, and then they poured it into the pool. So I'm going to leave you watching this, fast forward some, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel as well. And let's keep watching here. So here, pay attention to the man with the red shirt in the middle of the pool with the bucket. He's spraying, you know, the powder that he's sending around. It's actually the thing that's gonna give the sparkles to the pool. So he did it all around the pool, and it's actually spectacular because it does sparkle with the sun. It's really pretty. Look at these pictures here, right after when it's wet. So not too much sparkles you can see here, and then when it starts to dry. So it's a completely different effect. And with the sun, it does sparkle. Final steps here, end of the morning, scrubbing, brushing with the water hose everywhere on the pool. Then we're very careful to remove most of the water before filling it back up. So filling up the pool was a rather slow process despite 2 water hoses and pretty high water pressure in the house. It took us a day and a half, almost 2 days to fill up that pool. And I would say it's probably about 30,000 gallons in there. But we did fill it up, and this is when we noticed a stain on the plaster. Let me show you once it's completely filled up, because it does look beautiful. It's the plaster has been really well done, but the stain came from one of the openings here, and probably the filtering pumping system here. So that was the evening. Beautiful, right? It was full. It was full. Look at that. Look at this. I really like that color. I really do. But here you go. The next morning is when I noticed the issue. And you see it at the bottom of the pool and right there. Can you see the two lines going up here and a bit of a darker area just under the opening? Yeah, you see the lines here pretty clearly, right? Well, these are stains. So day 5, after 2 days of filling it up, we had to empty the pool again. No kidding. No kidding. They pumped the water out of the pool, almost everything out. And it took them an hour to pump out, while it took us about 2 days to fill up. That was heartbreaking, especially in the middle of the Texas heat. All that water dumped in the drain was heartbreaking. But it had to be done because you have to act on the stain fast. So they did and mostly removed it. But yeah, look at that water. Whew. So now that the water is out, you can see the stain better on that picture. So they used 2 different chemicals here with water pressure. I did not catch the name of the first chemical, but the second one is muriatic acid, a pH reducer. So they worked at it for a good 2-3 hours. I'm not sure the final results here, because right now it looks like it's a darker stain than what it used to be. So will it go away? It's a big question mark. So not too sure the next steps here. They want us to fill the pool back up, which we are doing. But look at that little mushroom here. It's dead dark. It is still dark. So I'm waiting to see. It's in full sun right now. So, and it is dark. So not easy. Not easy. You really need to make sure all your openings, everything is drained and no water drips in that pool unless it's the water hose to fill it up. On that one, lessons learned. Let's see, it looks beautiful except for that stain, but given the price, we want it perfect here. So let's see next steps, if there are next steps. So this is it. Finally filled up, and honestly in the sun you barely see anything here. You have to know that there was an issue. It's a slightly bit darker over there, but that is it. It doesn't show too bad. Yeah, well, yeah, you kind of see it right here, but unfortunately that's pretty much all we can do, or we need to replaster the whole thing again. So right now what's needed is to run it. They call it the restart, which is 3 to 5 days, balancing the water with chemicals and running it, because it's starting to be a bit greenish already, yeah, even with the beautiful plaster. But yeah, it does shine and it does look beautiful. So there you go, guys. So all together, with all the plastering and the startup, because that also costs money, and the water, because I don't know how much we're gonna have for a water bill here. Look at that pool. I mean, it's pretty much 30,000 gallons twice, given we had to empty it and fill it back up. So the water charge is a big unknown. But aside from that, if we do in terms of cost, plaster and startup, we're gonna be roughly about $9,000 here. Plus, I imagine at least $1,000 for the water bill. So we're going to be about 10K here. But it's a brand new pool. And it looks really nice. As you can see, the color here is very pretty. And it's dirty, the water is not clear, and so on. It's just going to look better over time, hopefully. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.